Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
We're about to get crazy today. Let's talk about 10 crazy ways to make $10,000 you've never heard of. That's today's show on the College Investor Audio Show. Should we get started like now? I think so. So let's talk about 10 grand. How to get there and make it happen. Why $10,000? Because it's a number. That's big enough to make a difference, but small enough to be achievable by most people who set out for it. And there are some crazy ways to make 10 grand. So this is going to be pretty fun. We recently discussed this, how to pay down $10,000 in debt in just 1 year. One of the strategies is to make more money. But a lot of people don't think they can earn $10,000 extra dollars in just 1 year. Oh yeah, you can. I'm going to show you some of the more unique ways that you can do it. In reality, there are countless ways to earn $10,000 more in a year. That breaks down to just $833.33 a month. If you don't like these more extreme ideas, we have a list of 50 ways you can do it more of the old-fashioned way, if you will. Believe it or not, these have happened, and people can make good money doing it. Number 1, sell everything you own. Huh? So how much stuff do you have? How much do you really need? Studies vary, but on average, insurance companies believe that most adults have about $20,000 in personal belongings in their homes or apartments. This includes everything from furniture, electronics, kitchenware, to clothes. Now, you don't have to sell everything, but if you really want to try, you can probably find $10,000 in things you don't need. For example, do you really need a couch in your living room and family room? Who uses a living room anymore? Do you still need to have a DVD collection? Come on. Selling your stuff can be both liberating and profitable. In fact, studies have been done around this paradox of choice and how consumerism can be a little bit challenging for people, to say the least. If you're ready to take a leap and sell your stuff, look to a few places to make it happen. Amazon. If you have items with packaging or UPC barcodes, Amazon, easiest choice. I'm talking about things, books, CDs, DVDs, new in-box items. Might be surprised how many of those you have. Amazon is the best because you can simply type in the UPC number, set a price, and your item is listed. eBay. If you have more custom or collectible items or even used items, eBay's probably the best choice to sell that. You can pretty much find anything on eBay for sale, and that helps as a seller to try to get the best value for your stuff. Many sellers have had success with household items, clothing and accessories, and collectibles. I have actually built a side business selling stuff on eBay. You can see a link on this article at thecollegeinvestor.com. Type in crazy ways to make $10,000. All right, so Craigslist, another one. If you have larger furniture, items you want to sell, give Craigslist a try. It can be easier to sell bulky items locally because you don't have to pay for shipping. Plus, when it comes to furniture, people tend to want to see what it looks like before they buy anyway. And they'll come and pick it up for you. That's good too. Facebook Marketplace. This is the newest revolution when it comes to selling your stuff. The Facebook Marketplace. Pretty similar to Craigslist in that you can list an item and price, and then people contact you. However, given it's Facebook, there's a little more trust in doing business. Maybe. So, is this a crazy way to get to $10,000? Of course. You just need to sell $833 worth of stuff every month. What you find to sell will determine how crazy you're willing to take it. Number 2, rent out your space. Okay, so over the past few years, it's become easier than ever to rent out your space. You've probably never heard of it. And there are a few crazy ways to make $10,000 by renting your space, depending on how much space you have, of course. Rent out space in your house. Closets and attics included. If you have an extra closet, storeroom, attic, or random space, someone might be willing to pay you to use it. You can post an ad on Craigslist or a site like storeatmyhouse.com, take pictures, and put a price on what you're willing to rent out your space for. People will pay for this because it can be cheaper than a storage rental. People are renting their closets for around $50 a month to empty garages for $150 a month. Huh? You can rent out your backyard too. So if you have a large backyard, or maybe your backyard bumps up to something amazing like a really cool view or a nature preserve, you could be the ideal location to rent out your backyard. Airbnb allows you to list your backyard as an option for travelers. It's free to list your backyard, and you can even choose the amount you want to charge to campers. You can rent out your driveway. Here's another option to rent your space. Rent out your driveway or other parking space you might have. JustPark.com is a website that allows you to list your parking space for rent to others. If you have a spot for an RV, you could post to RV lots for rent. If you rent your driveway for an RV, you can expect to receive several $100s a month. Not a bad way to earn money for doing nothing. Number 3, rent your car and stuff. Maybe you don't have a lot of space to rent out. Maybe you don't want to sell your stuff, but there is a third option. That's a pretty crazy way to make $10,000. You can rent your stuff. Rent your car, for instance. If you're not using your car, or maybe you have an extra car, then you might consider renting it out. We first reviewed Turo a year ago, by the way, and since then, it's grown tremendously. This is a website that lets you list your car for rent and then connects renters to you who might be interested. Turo claims you can make $1,000 renting your car, but even if you make less, it's still a great way to boost your income. We have a link at thecollegeinvestor.com. You can rent your stuff. If you have stuff around the house that you think others might like, you can rent it out. For example, electronics, tools, lawn and garden stuff, and more can all be rented online. Our favorite sites that you can list your items for rent are Loanables and Rent Not Buy. You can also list items for rent on Craigslist as well. Rent your clothes. If you specifically have items you want to rent in your closet, you can use a site like StyleLend to lend your clothes. Maybe you have a fun cocktail dress or a suit that doesn't fit anymore. These are the perfect clothing items to rent out to others who may need them but don't want to buy them. And you can make a little money doing it as well. Number 4, start partnering with Lyft. Don't want to rent your car, but you still want to put it to use? Consider driving for Lyft to make that magical $833 a month. It's pretty easy to get started with Lyft. You just need to be 21 or older, have a 4-door, and a valid driver's license. There may be more specific requirements for your location, though. Once you get started, you can expect to earn around $19 an hour, according to the website Aliva. If you're trying to hit your goal of $833 a month, that means you need to drive 44 hours per month to make it. That's only 11 hours a week. Not a bad, crazy way to earn $10,000 if you ask me. If you want to learn more about how to make the most money possible driving for Lyft, check out the course called Maximum Ride-Sharing Profits. You'll learn how to become a master rideshare driver and make the most money possible in the least amount of time. Number 5, game shows, sweepstakes, and more. You can't win if you never play. I've always wanted to be a game show host, I'm sorry. And there's potentially some big money in entering these sweepstakes, game shows, and more. But too many people dismiss this as a fool's errand. Well, the great thing about trying to enter as many sweepstakes and contests as possible is it really only takes your time. Okay, first, let's talk about game shows. Like The Price is Right or the one called The Wall, that new one. What a lot of people don't realize is you can have a pretty good chance of getting on these shows simply because a lot of people don't try. Here's a great article about a strategy to almost guarantee you a spot on the show. We got it posted at thecollegeinvestor.com. And you can win substantial prizes. If you make it to the end, you could walk away with $20,000 or more. Definitely not something to scoff at, come on. Okay, I know, maybe you don't think you have a chance to get on a game show, but you do have some spare time at night and would enter sweepstakes. Important note about this, contests do require you to do an action that can be judged, but sweepstakes just require you to fill out an entry form. Sweepstakes can be a great way to potentially make money. There are some sweepstakes that give away huge amounts. We gave away a $500 Amazon gift card at Christmas, for example. But where do you find these giveaways? Here's a list of our favorite sites to look at. Sweeties Sweeps, Contest Girl, Online Sweepstakes, Giveaway Promote, Reddit giveaways. Number 6 on our list today, get your freelance hustle on. It's a great time to be a freelancer. So many opportunities out there to earn money online. It's mind-boggling. If you have any type of skill, from writing to analytical to finance, there are likely jobs you can do online and get paid for it. We have an awesome course on how to get started freelancing as well, and you won't be disappointed to get signed up for that. For example, if you can write, you can easily earn $800 plus per month freelance writing for bloggers and other websites. It's actually how I got started making money online. I'd write, a short 300-word article for $20. Took a lot of articles, but at my peak, I was personally earning over $2,000 a month freelance writing. Check out the article I got on how you can get paid to blog. Search for it at thecollegeinvestor.com. Another example is SEO consulting. If you like websites and have some analytical skills, you could become an SEO consultant and earn over $75 an hour. That means you really only need to put in about 10 to 12 hours a month to get to your goal of $10,000 per year. We have a free video course on how to become an SEO consultant as well. Here's number 7. Invest in real estate with friends. If you have a little bit of money to invest, maybe you want to boost your return and see if you can hit $10,000 in income in a year. We've talked about strategies to earn $50,000 a year in passive income, but what if you're just looking to start with earning $10,000? Right now, we're big fans of crowd-funded real estate opportunities. This basically allows you to pool your money with friends and others to purchase a property. Just like regular real estate investing, you'll get your portion of the income the property makes, as well as any appreciation that happens when it gets sold. Our favorite sites for real estate investing are Realty Mogul. They offer investors a variety of properties to choose from, including residential, mixed use, commercial, and retail. They don't charge their investors any fees, instead, placing that burden on the property holders. Investors can start seeing a return just a few weeks after the project is funded. Number 8, lend money to other people. Another option, if you have a little bit of money that you're looking to leverage, is to lend it to others. Might seem a little bit odd, but being a lender can be a great way to earn $10,000 or more. There are platforms out there that make it really easy to get started. The main companies in this space are Prosper and Lending Club. These companies offer personal loans that typically range anywhere from $1,000 to $40,000. These personal loans can be used for anything, from refinancing student loan debt to doing home improvement projects. There's also a new upstart called Lenmo that allows you to lend directly. As a lender, you can invest in loans that meet your criteria for interest and time. You get paid back principal and interest every month, and you can reinvest that money into other loans. Number 9, start a money-making blog or website. This is one of my favorite ways to earn money online. Start a blog, just like this one. The hard part about starting a blog is that you won't make huge money overnight, but it's possible to make $10,000 in just a year if you work at it. For reference, I didn't make much in my first year, but I did make more than $10,000 by year 3, and I was making $30,000 per year by year 4. You can really make a lot of money online if you work at it. But even better, getting started is cheap. I got started with a website on Bluehost because it was recommended by others, and dirt cheap. Right now, you can start a blog on Bluehost for as little as $2.95 a month. Once you get going, you can read my tutorial, how you can set up your blog and start making money from it. Number 10, become a surrogate. Okay, so this one is just for the ladies. But It's also one of the more lucrative, crazy ways to earn $10,000 or more. Becoming a surrogate. Yeah, a surrogate. This definitely is not for everyone. But for those who are up to carrying a baby and giving birth, it can be very rewarding. Surrogates can earn anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000. But remember, it's seriously a full year of work. Before you get pregnant, there's typically a ton of medical appointments and checkups. Then you get pregnant and have to carry the baby for 9 months, of course, and then deliver him or her and have to give him or her up to the parents. The whole process can be tough, both physically and emotionally, to say the least, but for the money, it could be worth it for the right person. And the lasting friendship you can have with the parents, too. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining us. We hope that gave you some pretty amazing ideas to get out and make $10,000 extra dollars. Crazy! I would love to see if some of you actually make it on one of these game shows. I love game shows. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's again, thecollegeinvestor.com. Search for the article, Crazy Ways to Make $10,000, and you will find all of the resources and links to get started today. Take care, and we'll see you again very soon.